Representative Ward,
Speaker, I rise also in opposition.
please proceed in opposition.
In addition to promises made and promises broken, in addition to the legal arguments, in addition to the slippery slope, there's one more argument, Speaker, which I would proffer to enter into the journal, and that's the military argument. Speaker, the military will be hit big time by this bill. 33 states deal specifically with military pensions. I think people have got misinformation about they tax military pensions, but they put it in a special category. We, of course, are putting in a special category called we're going to tax your pension. Let's look at the numbers, though, Mr. Speaker. If we really know what the military is doing for the state of Hawaii, let's take, for example, our biggest industry, tourism. If you add up military spending, defense contractor spending, and federal spending, in 2008, it was $13.5 billion. That same year, tourism was $12.8 billion. It's really our biggest industry. If we look at some of the other additions that they've added to our state economy, $4,740 per person per capita is the third ranking in the state, in the United States, behind Virginia and Alaska in terms of spending. We're the apple of the eye of the DOD. And according to the 2000 U.S. Census, Hawaii topped all states for volunteer military personnel, 4.5% of our population. These are the people we're going to repay for their patriotism when they come back. Every major defense contractor has local staff and spending over $2 billion annually since 2002. Pearl Harbor is literally the largest industrial employer in Hawaii. The Pacific Missile Range is the largest multi-environment military range in the world. And these are our local residents who work at those places, who are going to retire and whose pensions we are going to tax. And let us not forget the Coast Guard. They have, in 2006, conducted more than 1,200 search and rescue missions, saving 409 lives, 3.8 million in property being secured. Again, these are local residents. The bottom line, Mr. Speaker, you take away the military spending, and we become a third world country. Look at the numbers, do the math. 1/3 of our economy is tourism, 1/3 is federal spending, and 1/3 is other. 1/3 is other. If you take away that 1/3, we become a mediocre visitor destination. Without the military, we are not who we think that we are. The bottom line is this. Let's remember in a town hall meeting that Representative Maramoto had a few weeks ago, there were about 100 people in a room, and I asked, how many of you have served in the military? Probably 10% raised their hand. I said, was that an important decision for you to retire in Hawaii? Another 100% of those 10% raised their hands. Speaker, we have been a haven. We have been benefited militarily by those who are on active duty, those who are on off duty, and to do this pension for the military is to take what otherwise has been spoken by my colleagues about the kupuna, about the legal arguments, about a pension tax that heretofore has not been considered except in these more difficult times. It's something that's not needed. Our colleagues in the Senate have just kicked it out of the bill. Mr. Speaker, the best thing to do is that we also do the same. Throw it under the bus, get rid of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any